Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Great scenes inside the 47,000 capacity Estadio Monumental Colo-Colo, home to what many see as the team in Chilean football. There's the whistle, and here we go. Cruyff.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ball is over the line. And he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Hullet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Moved on forwards. That's beautifully weighted. Well timed, excellent interception. Shevchenko. Oh, not quite. And he's there to get it away. Oh, easy pickings there. Well read, nice interception. And it's Nedved. Tries to dink it in. That's going to go a long way.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, he's great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Cruyff shapes to shoot. Oh, that's a waste.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
He's played him through. Now it's Shevchenko! Goal, Milan! The breakthrough strike.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Might want to be careful there.
And Baston looking to run onto it. And through to the goalkeeper. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Ruben Dias does well to get it back. Shevchenko. Shapes to shoot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, and he's through the middle. He's got the shot away! Oh, what has happened here? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Milan have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! And more, and more, and more! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a shade optimistic. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's found him in... Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Milan are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Might be dangerous. And Hullet! This time, surely! Sticks it away! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And they're quick to get it back. Van Basten in with a header! Hullet. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been cut short. Hullet. Can he finish? And that's wide.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Vieira. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the first half is done. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Milan have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Milan have continued without fuss to do their thing. They have impressed hugely in the first 45 minutes, and this is the very least they deserve for their splendid endeavours. And we're off again. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Now it's Romario. And it's Romario! He's got a goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
He's still trying to make a game of this. And it's Van Basten. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Nedved. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Header! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Vieira. That's been cut out, well played. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into...
He rises! He's scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Out to the left it goes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely measured pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Cruyff. Offside again. Not got that quite right. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And it's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And yes, it's him again.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to...
Now the finish! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Good reason for optimism here. Oh, smashing header! They've got to be quick to recover this. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Colo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cruyff. Keeper's ball. That's a little off target. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is a great pick out. Nedved.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shevchenko. And he's on his way. Real chance. It's a goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And Shevchenko! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, what has happened here? Great hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Basten looking to get on the end of this. Mateus. He's played him through. Nicked it back promptly. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And a header! Nedved. He's been picked out. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Messi!
6 minutos de compensación.
Mateus. And it's Nedved. Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard. Ruben Dias. And it's Nedved. Hullet. Shevchenko. Chance for the header! Oh, taken with style. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Interesting ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Goes in for the header! They've scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come. So that's it. It is all over. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Shevchenko, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. And here's Hullet. Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, the shot could... And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, smashing header! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Messi. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Messi with the short one. There's the delivery. Ruben Diaz gets good distance on it. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Corner it is. Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Now that's well seen too.
Such good technique.
Van Basten. Great hit! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, well played, well played. It's a pretty loose pass. Some good work on the right flank here. And he thumps it clear. Luis Suarez. Hullet. And the ball is out of play. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. Bastoni. Ball played for Rijkaard. He's beaten the last man. Big chance. Must shot a goal. A real chance and a real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Messi. Rijkaard. Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
David Villa gets flagged offside. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Belletti, nicely spread. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gets his pass away, and that's an excellent interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he welcomes it in. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pinches it off him. Great ball if he can get there. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. And here's Van Basten. He's got space in the area. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nakamura. Well, played right into his path. There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It is about to be towed away.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Can he get away here? Pulls it back. And he gets rid in a hurry. Vieira! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Messi. Good effort from distance. Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Nedved. And it's Shevchenko. Hullet. Rijkaard does well to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi, and that could set him on his way. It's Nakamura! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't...
And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Tries a shot! He scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Number 7.
And now he has two.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
It's become a case of have a shot! And that's past the post.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Works it forward. And he welcomes it in.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Van Basten! Oh, denied at the last.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Time and again they are repelled. And he skips past his man. That has been cut short. Oh no, what has happened here? Messi! Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 5. Lionel Messi.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Lionel Messi.
And he was quick to react. That That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, and he's through the middle.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of...
There's the hit! And it's in! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
After 70 minutes is number 2, Alessandro Del Piero. Alessandro Del Piero. Alessandro Del Piero. Substitution on the field, number 14, Suarez. Coming on the field is number 4.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So is this the start of a comeback?
To be expected.
Rummenigge! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Up he goes! And another try! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. Just about up to 75 minutes. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. That looks a good ball through. Oh, look at the... Has a go! He has done it!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
The goal scorer.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He could be in here. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Van Basten. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Brilliantly cut out. Messi, pull it. There's no flag. Great chance! They've done it! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Milan are having a ball here.
No doubt.
Oh, that is asking. Chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Hullet.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good play. He's got a side of goal. And that's wide. David Villa. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now it's Messi. Buffon can claim that. No, that's been intercepted. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And with that, the final whistle. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Van Basten claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. And that gets things running. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Some good persistent defending here. Bayern Munich ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now it's Neymar. And that was very necessary. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cleared away. Nedved has a shot! Oh, just over.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Beckenbauer, interesting ball. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. Well, that is one way to stop. Chance! Wriggles his way through. Messi. And the shot! In he goes again. Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control.
Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big. No, not the best of headers. And it's Van Basten. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that is a little undercooked.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shapes to shoot! Danger averted for now. And it's Nedved. Shevchenko. Shevchenko is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Messi! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's their second corner of the game. He's got full. It's in. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
The goal scorer for Milan.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Shevchenko. He's onside. Nedved. That is a brilliant interception. Good reason for optimism here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Nedved threads one in. Backward it goes. Van Basten. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Bastoni. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Marco Van Basten.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh no, what has happened here? Rijkaard. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nedved. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. He's picked his way through, showing good feet.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Nedved. Floated through. Now it's Hullet. He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll...
And it's half-time here.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again then. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Neymar. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer really struggling to influence the game.
Look,
Oh, shooting chance!
well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the finish! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 50 minutes is number 22, Ruud Gullit.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, he's just misjudged that one. And he's there to get it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Nedved. Beckenbauer. It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nedved.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And he's intervened well there.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Beckenbauer. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Ruben Dias with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira. Gullit. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Messi.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Messi. Hoisted in. Oh, delightful ball. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Musiala. And Guardiol. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It's been shipped out wide. Musiala! Too much on that, it's gone out. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Nedved. Movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Musiala, and a header! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And he's got the beating of his man. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. So their 4th corner of the game. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Was quick to react. Now it's Messi. No way through. up in no man's land. Saliba tries to dink it through. Saliba tries to clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, easy pickings there. Vardiol. And the ball's a good one. Shot a goal! Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's another chance. Oh, taken with style. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Bayern Munich give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Vieira gets flagged offside. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Costa Curta. That's a sharp pass. Got it! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
And that will be the final act. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Pullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography.
And already we're underway here.
He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Nedved is there and he can get that clear.
Over to the left.
Mbappe. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Neymar.
Kimmich really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Basten. Van Basten! That could spell, and he's following up! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Played towards the other side. Well timed, excellent interception.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
There's the shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only
chance to finish. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here, and there's the hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now the finish! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Terrible error, duly punished. A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pull it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gomes. Oh no, this does not look good. He is through here. Hits one. Oh,
that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Milan got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Nedved. And now the breakaway. That's a fabulous ball. Has a go! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Big chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neymar to McAllister. McAllister engages and forces him off the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe. No way through there. Gomes spots it and intercepts. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Neymar. Now it's McAllister. Real chance! It's anyone's ball now. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Messi. Messi! This time, surely! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And now he has two. Oh, it's Van Basten. And he's had a shot! It's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Neymar did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And here's Hullet. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Milan utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. Here we go again. And back to the goalkeeper. Check, punts it upfield. Messi. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Interesting ball. Pullet receives it in a wide position. Decent hit! Oh, denied at the last.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
McAllister. Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. Gomes. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's another good win of the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. Oh, quality, clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kimmich. Çalhanoğlu. Van Dijk. Showing great feet there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Público presente
Referee's given a throw.
de hoje. 60.179 espectadores.
Kimmich. Foot in. And it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Now there's a fine ball. He's got the shot away! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Rijkaard. Bastoni, a picture of focus and alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Lovely bit of skill. Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the runner.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The muscular approach does pay off here. That's a nicely measured pass. He could be in here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Cleared away. 75 minutes played. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, it's come loose. Messi. Nedved. Neymar. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Neymar. Ruben Dias. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. And here's Messi. Good pressure, determined. He's tried one! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Messi. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. And that's definitely not his best. Nedved has it out wide and in space. Terrific header! It wasn't a great header in the end. Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's Nedved! Keeper always had the measure of that. Beckenbauer. Neymar. Neymar. That is a great ball. And the shot! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now, certain sections of the stadium.
And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Van Basten, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.